least this high. Can I request all to come little ahead? It won't be boring. We'll learn sign language as well. So you need not scream good afternoon. You can just say good afternoon. Okay, is everyone present?
Yes.
Is everyone present?
Yes.
Little louder. Is everyone present?
Yes.
Physically and mentally?
Yes.
Let me do a quick check. When I say up, you look up. When I say down, you look up. No. When I say down, you look down. Right is right, left is left. Check your right hand. Left hand. Okay, up, down, right, left, right hand. Shake, shake, shake nicely. Left hand. Up, down, up. Okay, looks like everyone is present physically. Now let's do a mental check. Everything is opposite. Up is down, down is up, right is left. Ready?
Okay.
So this is yes in sign language. So we'll also learn few words. And very important in sign language is you also have these face expressions. I can't say yes. We have this habit of saying, hey, are you happy today? Did you eat lunch? Okay, so yes, no. Is everyone present? It has to go. Yes? Is everyone present? Okay, everything is opposite. Up, down, left, right. See, some faces are going like this. Someone is doing one. Okay? Right hand, left hand, right hand. Now, I remember a couple of years back, we started going to this organization called Cancer Hospice Home. And it's been like a tradition for past 15 years. Every time we have Diwali or Christmas, volunteers start pinging me. When is our Diwali event? When is our Christmas event? Which means we all are gathering at Karunashraya. Whether you are there at home or no, you have to be there. The whole idea was, can we give break to nurses, caretakers who see death every other day? And I still remember one of the Diwalis, there were some 20 deaf volunteers, some people on wheelchair, some volunteers who said, hey, every year we have to be there. So some 100 volunteers present. There's a nice fish pond surrounding which some 100 volunteers sitting. And I still remember I did this. Shake your right hand, left hand. In fact, that day I made them stand up, shake, twist. And they were like, so deaf volunteers were like, okay, we can't scream. So I said, we have to scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I said, do whatever possible. So there were people on stretchers who tried doing whatever. And then there was someone on stretcher who raised his hand and said, can I sing a song in Kannada? And I still remember that day when we gave him mic, he started singing the song with feeble voice and we realized he had throat cancer. He completed the whole song. We all clapped. There were hundreds of volunteers clapping. And a week later, I go to same organization. The question you ask is not, how is he? The question you ask is he still there? So I went there and I was like, hey, that boy who sang song, is he there? Can I go and meet him? They said yes, but looks like today might be his last day. So I said, no worries, I'll go. I am walking towards his room and in my head I am thinking, what do I say? Should I say hi, hello? And I reach his room. He is lying on the deathbed. And even before I could raise my hand and say hi, there came a reaction from his side with a smile on his face, which was this. 1 minute energizer that I had done. They have a nice tagline which says, you cannot add days to their life, but you can always add life to their days. Many a times, so I moved from corporate world to social sector almost 16 years back, joined an organization where I got the chance to work with almost 25,000 plus volunteers. And each time I have been asked this question, I just have 1 hour a year, can I make a difference? How many of you feel yes? I just now shared that 1 minute made a difference. I remember 10:30 I get a call from Shankar. Now Shankar is someone who has multiple disabilities. Half hands, blind, number 1 techie. I am a non-techie, so I can say that. But he is known as one of the best techie. And he calls me at night 10:30 and he's like, I'm sorry to call you so late, but one of my friend is crying for past 2 hours. I said, what happened? Let us help. He said, ma'am, tomorrow morning is his exam. Scribe has dropped out. Now, who is the scribe? He's a person who writes exam for visually impaired. So, I said, don't worry, we'll find. We have so many volunteers, groups and all that. Ma'am, you are in Bangalore. He is in Bagalkot, which is almost an overnight journey. I said, don't worry, let's try. So it was coming like this, you're buying a kurta and conditions apply. So first condition was Bagalkot, second condition, ma'am, if you can find someone who can speak in local language. And like, okay Shankar, anything else? So he was like, he will feel comfortable, no, he has been crying. I said, okay, let's try. How many of us are there on social media? At least one of it, right? So I wrote on all my social media saying, so and so needs help, Bagalkot, please help. Within 15 minutes, I had 3 volunteers from Bagalkot saying, hey, I can go and write, don't worry. So we called this person, we said, hey, don't worry, all your exams are set, not just tomorrow, all the 5, go and study. Give your exams. 3 years back, just before pandemic, I was in Intuit. We were doing Global Accessibility Awareness Day, and there were like some 100 leaders sitting in front of us. And I still remember Team Intuit comes and they said, hey Prarthana, it's so nice, like so many leaders are here, so many different corporates. Meet Chandru, who has joined our team, is visually impaired and has joined our HR team. And he said, can he talk for 2 minutes? I was like, yeah, why not? So I did mobility training, like after so many steps, leaders are sitting, oh, you're carrying your braille book, it is here, I'm here, my friend is here, if you need any help, let me know. I'm Prarthana from GiftAbled. Sudden pause for 10 seconds. I was like, Chandru, is everything okay? You need something? Ma'am, are you Prarthana from GiftAbled? I was like, yeah. Kuch galat hai to batana mat. Meet me outside. He's like, ma'am, you know what? 2 years back, night 10:30, I was crying because I did not have a scribe. You arranged the scribe, I wrote the exam, passed with distinction, and today here I am. And that's the change which each one of us can bring, right? So anytime you have this doubt, can I make a difference? Remember, Chandru, cancer, as in the examples will go on, but at the end it is up to us. We keep talking about diversity, inclusion, what terminology. Many a times we get caught in the terminology world also. What do we call people who have some disability? What are the different names you have heard of? Differently able, specially able, yeah. What else?
Gifted.
Gifted? Oh wow, yeah. Gifted. GiftAbled, my organization name. Yeah. What else? So a lot of names like Divyang, Viklang, differently able, specially able, mentally retarded. Retarded word is not nice. Let us give some nicer name. Mentally challenged. Mental word is not nice. Intellectually disabled. Specially able. They have some special qualities. Differently able. What do we call people who do not have any disabilities? I can walk, I can talk, I can run, I can speak normally. So if today this was a conference where I saw some people who have some disability, I would have told, hey, you know what? In today's conference, there were a few specially able, rest were normal. Does that mean they are not normal? Not that we do it purposely or we want to say, but many a times we end up doing that. Very, very simple. I remember once all people who have disabilities got together, they said, we get so many names, no? Today we will give name to all the normal. This is sign for normal in sign language. So today we will give name to all the normal people of this earth. They gave a nice name. TAB, tab. Temporarily abled bodies. Just because I am fit and fine does not mean I will be so always. Just while entering I saw someone got hurt and had back injury. Right? Anything can happen any moment. I might just go out on this busy road, meet with an accident, people would see me on a wheelchair and they would be like, oh my god, that lady on wheelchair is so inspiring, hatke, motivational. Please, please, please remember, they do not want to be called as hatke, special, different. All that they need is to be treated at par with all of us. So very, very, very important. We start using people first language. A person with or a person without disability is a person first. 13 years back I was doing sign language. I was super excited. I want to learn sign language. I went to an organization. Can I learn sign language? They said, why do you want to learn? I said, out of interest, I'm working with thousands of volunteers, I'll get them also. They're like, okay, we'll teach you. Whenever I met a deaf, I used to be excited and, hey, hi, my name Prarthana. Reply, are you deaf? I was like, yeah. If I tell my name is Prarthana, she'll tell my name is Malad. She will not say, are you deaf? Right? I was like, no. Is someone in your family deaf? I was like, no. Why? Because you're signing. So for them, it was like, this is my community, this is your community. If you're signing, someone in your family is deaf or you are deaf. We said, let us change this perception. Leave aside the job, the security. Basic awareness is missing. So we started doing workshops, sign language awareness on signals, forum halls, everywhere. I remember one day one volunteer wrote on her social media, I attended, I learned alphabets in sign language. She goes to MG Road Metro, sees a pottery artist doing nice pots, and she saw he's deaf, taking help of his friend. Son. She goes there and she says, hi, my name is, slowly she tried, Alekia. Response was, are you volunteer? GiftAbled. Now a change that has started happening because each one of you have started taking in a step to become more and more inclusive. So let us start using people first language. Let us start taking that first step. In fact, today we will take that first step and learn alphabets in sign language. But always remember, everywhere we can start thinking about inclusion. Krishna, my friend who works with us, has cerebral palsy. Both his legs are not functional. Right hand works to an extent of say 20-30%. Left hand works to an extent of 60%. Using which he joined us as a designer when we started GiftAbled. It's 10-year-old organization now. Today he is leading our Bangalore center. He is AVP in the organization. At each level from program manager to AVP, started with program lead. Each level he has given tests to reach to that level. Today he manages a team, 50% of them are people with disabilities. And not just that, he takes care of our marketing, he takes care of our technology. So many organizations who have their website accessible or infrastructure accessible, he leads that initiative and does lot of awareness workshop on how your communication could be accessible. Right? If Krishna can join our organization, spread so much awareness, just imagine, start imagining every place we have people with disabilities joining, the kind of difference that everyone can bring in. Okay, so let's see, what do you see? Let's see, and what do you see?
Dragon.
Someone actually told noodle also, so you can give wild guesses. So now this is a painting by a 7-year-old who has Down syndrome. So every day he used to go to school, he used to see all children doing some drawing, showing to teacher and doing the action that this is my painting. So he comes home, shows his mom and does this. So she is like, what? So he says this, and his mom gave it an outline. Right? So it's all about our perception. How we start seeing things, how we start making people feel that yes, there's a difference. Right? May I request everyone to please stand up? Let's see what's so different about this. Maybe you can play from it. Yeah. It's not very clear, but it's silent national anthem. look on YouTube, you'll see silent national anthem, you'll connect more. But yeah, just like there was one last time that said patriotism knows no language. Many a times we take a back seat thinking, is it possible? Whether it was Chandru or whether it was the cancer patient, if I could make a difference in just 15 minutes and 1 minute, start thinking how you all can make a difference, right? With the same vision, almost a decade and a half back, I moved from corporate world to social sector thinking, hey, what can be done? And slowly started realizing disability as a cause comes to bottom of pyramid. As simple as, what are the colors you see?
Yellow. Orange. White. Red.
Close your eyes. What colors?
Black.
If I give this Rubik cube to someone who is blind and say, hey, play this Rubik cube, the person would be like, ma'am, karna kya hai? Have I won the game? Can I be a little more inclusive and start making tactile Rubik cubes? So today they would be like, oh, I have to get this at one side, this at the other side. Oh, okay. And there have been visually impaired who have come back saying, hey, now I have started playing tic-tac-toes, Rubik cubes. And I still remember a couple of years back, Cisco called us and said, hey, we have 100 people, even with 100 people with and without disability. I was like, oh, nice. Good to hear that. People with and without disability. I was like, okay, so can we give them some gifts? What can be inclusive gifts? We said, let us give them Rubik's Cube and tic-tac-toes. And I still remember we got this done with youth with intellectual disability. We got the special educator who in turn taught them. Within a week, we had 100 Rubik's Cubes, 5 were not of good quality. We gave them back. So, ripple effect was inclusive games, awareness, livelihood opportunity. So, start thinking how each and everything can create a ripple effect. Same way, I always have this painting with me. This is by Akhilesh. What do you see?
Fish.
A woman with a lamp. Now, Akhilesh has autism, and I still remember his mom used to always call us and say, I don't know what would happen to Akhilesh after me. And that is the fear of most of the parents. What after me? Who will take care of them? And we said, don't worry, something nice will happen. Same year, we got this order for 2,000 of such paintings, and Akhilesh's mother sends us a message saying, hey, you know what? Akhilesh is breadwinner in the family now. It did not stop there. Next year, I remember Amadeus company, they said, hey, we want to give a hamper for Diwali. So they chose Akhilesh's painting. They chose a keychain which was carved by someone who is physically challenged. Polishing was done by someone who was blind. There were a lot of chocolates in it done by intellectually disabled. And I still remember Akhilesh's mother sends us an SMS saying, hey, you know what? Akhilesh's brother works there. He comes home with the hamper, shows the painting to Akhilesh. He looks at the painting, says Akhilesh, and walks off without even realizing the impact he has created on his family. The family that was shy, scared to talk about him, today proudly, this is proud in sign language, today proudly talks about him. A change. Many a times in our office we keep discussing what is disability. Just two things. Closed mindset, inaccessible environment. If I work on these two, if I start spreading awareness, if I start making my environment accessible, disability will not even remain a cause. Just give it a thought. Change from what will happen to my son to going on the floor and telling this is painting by my brother. A change that will happen if each one of us take that step to start spreading awareness, to just learn alphabets in sign language, a small step. I went to some mall other day and I was searching for some kurta and I was like, I was not finding, so I was like, men's kurta, there was no response. Men's kurta, and now when there is no response, I become happy because I know mostly the person is deaf. So deaf is okay to be used. A big no to word dumb. They say we accept we are deaf. Don't call us hearing impaired. Don't call us deaf and dumb. This is sign for deaf. Okay, so I went. Suddenly I saw some 10 people around me. I was like, he's deaf. I said okay. So he turns around and he does this. I said okay. You know where is A-U-R-T-A? A sudden change in reaction of these 10 people and him. He took me around. He said, it's there also, it's there also, it's there also. Now, just last month I was in US visiting my brother. Again, same thing. Visited with him and was like, Croissant ki tarah, tu jaake puchna. And he was like, you ask. And we both went, there came a reaction, wait, I'll get pen and paper. I was like, hi, she's deaf, I want to sign. So she comes, she says deaf, right. So I said, you know sign language? She said yes. So I just signed. And from there, she started showing me, you go there, it's there, my name is so and so, I am from Nigeria, what's your name? Today she is friend on my social. A change, right? Many a times we feel that, talking about it, many a times people do call me spam queen for good. Because there are so many requirements happening around, whether it was Chandru's scribe requirement or whether it is a requirement to just be a volunteer. During pandemic, I still remember we had almost 3,000 volunteers sign up. We said, what will we do? So there were acid attack victims who were waiting for getting jobs. So they started getting mentoring. There were a lot of people with visual impairment who said, we are not getting people to read books. Earlier it used to be face-to-face. So we had almost 3,000 volunteers start recording books for visually impaired. Today we have a digital library with thousands of stories, not just used by visually impaired, but also children who do not have access to bedtime stories. Right? So start thinking what could be done. And slowly while we were doing all of this, we realized if I have to work on disability end to end, what is it that is lacking? I remember meeting one bubbly girl on wheelchair, and as soon as she met me, she was like, ma'am, I was a Prarthana dancer. I was like, from your face, I can make it. And she was like, ma'am, I fell from 3rd floor, had spinal cord injury, and today I am on wheelchair. I said, you didn't go to rehab center? Ma'am, not even one rehab center, which is residential for women in Karnataka. And I was like, okay, so how do you, ma'am, my dad carries me everywhere. And she started sending me almost motivational messages every day. And the organization, I met her, so one day her messages stopped coming and I messaged them saying that person whom I met, Rajeshwari, who sends me message every day, these days I'm not getting her messages. Is everything okay? Due to health reason, we lost her. Now that is the scenario of health, especially of women with disability. I met her deaf and I was like, you're looking very weak. What happened? She was like, ma'am, I was carrying 9th month, water burst. I had to rush to hospital, but I was not aware about pregnancy process. Nobody was there to interpret. For lakhs together of deaf, there are hundreds of interpreters. So nobody helped. And I bore the pain thinking it was normal. I go to hospital, the baby born was dead. Now these are the scenarios that happen every other day. So how can we support health, education, livelihood? 70% of our population is in rural area. I can't expect people with disability, everyone to move to urban area and start working, right? I met a deaf blind, I remember almost in one house, 3 deaf blind sisters. 23 year, 25 year, 27 year. Only communication they have had for 20 years of life is this. If I am hungry, I would say this. Imagine you have to be in this room for 3 hours. Nobody to communicate. Dark room. How will you feel? I would want to just go away, speak to someone. And here are 3 deaf-blind sisters. Nobody to communicate. Nobody to even tell them that this is sign language. Can I teach you? Can I do some vocational training? This is one side, these 3 sisters. Other side, Pradeep, whose parents supported him, special educators supported him. It took him 10 years to be independent in life. Today he travels in Bombay local without anybody's support. I am scared. One day he said, can you drop me somewhere? And I was like, okay. And we were crossing Shantinagar and he was like, am I crossing Shantinagar? And I was like, Pradeep, are you sure you are deaf-blind? We communicate on one hand and then he replies like that. And we start cracking jokes, and today he comes back saying like, you're funny, and I say, you're funny. So they need someone who could just communicate more and start being inclusive. I can go on and on, but let's spend 3 minutes to learn alphabets in sign language. Yes? So yeah, most of you are there on social media. There are different jobs that are available for people with disabilities. There are different types of industries hiring people with disabilities. I'll not go in detail. This is Pradeep, who is deaf blind. Today he works in Delhi MC, earns his livelihood, uses refreshable brain, communicates with all of us, and that's how we communicate with him. And this is a painting, I know it's not clear, but it's by a deaf artist. And I still remember she called me and she asked, how is it? So I said, wow, colorful, beautiful. Her next question was, what is it? And I was like, I am not good with painting, but this is beautiful, colorful. She said, all my paintings are abstract painting. I said, what is that? They have meaning to them. What meaning in this? She said, can you see a wall clock? I said, yes. Can you imagine the sound? In my head, tick tock, tick tock. Can you see the phone? And slowly I started seeing musical instruments, church bell, temple bell. I love music. And she could see a smile on my face. She stopped me and said, can you imagine all this song? I said, yes. But wait, can you see a big ear and the door closed? You can hear to all the sounds, I can't, but that doesn't stop me because my vision is colorful. And with this thought, let's spend 2 minutes and learn alphabets. How was yes? You all know yes. How is no? Okay. So these two. Okay, no, and the head has to go. Okay, no. Let's learn ABCD. Different countries have different sign language. In India, so this is India, we follow Indian sign language. Ready? So answer has to be yes, sir. Understood? Dimag ki batti jali? Understood? Artha? Yes? Yes? Okay, let's start. A. Now very important in sign language is your face expressions, emotions and lip movement. So if I say, it's like saying, hi, my name is Prarthana. Versus, hey, hi, my name is Prarthana. Give voice to your hands and your face. Okay? Nice smiling face. Good. This looks like capital B. C. Perfect. D. So this is my non-dominant hand. Just get this, put it, all other fingers closed. Okay, other fingers closed. Good. D. E. Just like our Hindi varies from north to south, in sign language also some places they will use E or E. Just for your knowledge, E. Okay? F. Good. I took 3 days, you all are taking 3 minutes. So it's okay. F. G. Now this is also government. So if I go and say, person को मेरे government बोल रही है या G? So H. Over expression is okay. Go under expression. I. Perfect. J. From your index finger. Good. K. L. M. So these are 3 fingers. Capital M. 2 fingers. M. O. Good. P. So D was big. P is total. Perfect. After this, there is a test. Q. R. Just like you write R, half R. 2 little fingers. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. Okay, palm outside, palm, yes, and 1, just like you are writing capital O. And Z. Clap for yourself. Now, even if you clap 100 times louder and there is a deaf next to me, they can't hear. So that's when silent clap. If I'm little happy, if I'm more happy, so are you happy or happy? So proudly clap for yourself. Okay, let's do quickly. This time no voice. What is this? Emotions, expressions. Ready? fast. K. Gatti bhai. L. And don't show it to yourself. I will not. F. M. O. P. Q. R. Very good. Little fingers. S. T. Okay, two index fingers. T. U. V. Face has to be visible. So if I go to my friend and I say, hey, hi, A, B, D, C, he'll be like, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. You are doing it wrong, right? So lip movement is important. Okay, there will be. Proudly clap for yourself. Okay, let me do a quick test. G. G. Okay, I. F. No, that is N. F. Okay, down. No, down. F. Okay, P. A. Thumb. Okay, A. B. L. E. B. You just met my organization. GiftAbled. So you have to. This is like. So like, follow, subscribe. We learn so many words. This is thank you. So when I learned sign language, I had learned American sign language, which is one hand like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And now most of them follow Indian sign language. At the end, communication, see it was C, communication is important. So whichever language you learn, start being more and more inclusive, communicative. Get this was yes, this was no. Get this close to your heart with sad face. Sorry,